Peach seems to be a rather divisive character within the Mario fandom, and it is kind of fair as to why some people love her, other people don't really love her. I mean, she is a very iconic character, and the Mario series wouldn't be the same without her, since she is the staple female character. A lot of the time, she gets kidnapped by Bowser himself, and Mario has to go on several quests to save her. And you would think after all these times being saved by the same man, she would eventually want to marry him. Well, not really, because last year on June, I believe, there was a post talking about how she only views Mario as a friend and nothing really more, which is kind of, a bit of a letdown for him, especially since, well, you would think she would be more grateful about it, but I guess she still only views Mario as a friend. Meanwhile, Luigi, his brother, has Daisy around. And well, obviously this is a little realistic in terms of real world stuff. Ironic for a series like this, because obviously not every girl is going to be the one for you. But at the same time, with everything they've done in the series, it is a little infuriating. It makes sense as to why people would be a little upset by this. I mean, doing this to Mario is just kind of sad though, because she's been rescued by him many times. She's even kissed him many times, but there still isn't really a them being like an official couple or whatever. This is kind of like a Sonic and Amy situation where Sega does not want these two to be, well, a canon like couple. They're still just a ship and that's it. And well, yeah, obviously there is because Sonic is older than Amy. If you believe that Sonic is 15 years old and Amy is 12, I mean, the age thing has always been confusing and just weird. And I wish there was like official confirmation at some point. And I'm not gonna get into that because that's a whole nother can of worms. Of course, if you do want to hear me talk about it though, well, yeah, tell me below in the comments. And well, yes, obviously with Mario and Peach, we don't have to worry about ages because they're obviously both adults. But so that means, Peach does have the adult decision that she doesn't have to date or marry Mario. People do have to understand her point of view that it is her choice at the end of the day. But at the same time, when she does things like, kissing Mario over and over, that's no longer just like a friends thing, is it? I mean, like, friends don't just casually kiss each other constantly. This isn't just a thing with like opposite gender friends either. Like, even if it's same gender friends constantly kissing each other, obviously that means that they're into each other. So, like, why not just date at that point? But, a bunch of people, they might have forgotten about the post, or they just prefer like the other Mario goes if it's not counting from spin-offs or stuff. My personal favorite has always been like Birdo, and obviously I find Rosalina attractive. I mean, who hasn't? Like, I like tall girls and, when their hair is covering one of their eyes. Same with Pauline, she's pretty good looking, and also the first female character in the Mario series, and Daisy, but obviously everyone likes Daisy. I do like all four of them, but I do wish they weren't all just like matching, I guess. Like they're all kind of just like the same kind of hair colors and they all wear dresses. I know it's because it's the Mushroom Kingdom, but in my opinion, it just would have been better if they had like more distinct outfits because I think that would have been cool at least. Obviously, give your comments down below because everyone has the right to share an opinion. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say here.